Hey guys, blockchain game dev here, and we have a new feature that we've added to Quake Agent Kit, formerly Wiz AI, and it's the ability to prompt games, full games with quote unquote Web3 functionality. But we'll see. We're going to do this live, so I'm going to hit enter here, and this is just going to load up some of the configurations. You can see here that we have some of the same abilities. We do have a new feature, which is a trivia game that you can build, and it runs on Twitter. But what we're going to do here is that we create a game in the style of Mario with coins and Web3 functionality. Okay, so we'll hit enter, and you can see that it will take that prompt. It will, go through and kind of start formulating some of the game mechanics. Now, one of the major things that I want to update, and this is going to be the A2A part, is where you'll have like your game designer, and your game designer will send it off and kind of have that whole flow of a game designer, a game developer, a 2D artist, a UI, and there'll all be specific agents that will work together. Now, after this is done, we will just need to go into our generated games, and then you'll see here we have our crypto coin adventure. I'll open this up, and then we will give it a test and see what we got. Okay, so you can see here that it actually, created a game for us. We should be able to connect our wallet. Sometimes that part doesn't work, but we have a really cool, endless runner game here going. This is actually cool. This is a lot better than I expected. Okay, so I'm going to try this prompt again, but I'm going to say create a shooter game. Now, it should want to create Web3 functionality as kind of like a default. So you the one thing that I've noticed with generating these games is that, the prompts, although good, you still need to forward, train what these specific, avenues are. And then it kind of formulates a consensus around that. So it's a lot of fine tuning, I think, in these early stages, but I'm really impressed with it though. I just want to see, see now the actual, login works. So it's kind of like hit and miss. So I am, still, going through, but I can get a lot of the base things done relatively quickly. Let's say, let's create a puzzle game with a login screen and then a with login and main game. So we're adding a little bit more to this prompt and to see what kind of outputs we can get. And depending on the complexity of the prompt is going to be the longer it takes in order to generate the game. Now, when you're creating prompts, there's another part to this as well, is that the more words you use, the more tokens that it takes. So if you are, trying to create a, business around this, one thing that you might need to think about is, well, how do we charge for more, complicated type games? So let's look at this Mind Maze Masters here and see what the AI came up with for a game. Okay, and you can see here that we're starting to get like different types of abilities with the actual game creation. So I'm going to connect the wallet, and the wallet is connected, and you can see here that, you know, there are some, you know, bugs with it. So yeah, it's a work in progress, but I'm very impressed. This is something that we've been working on for maybe about the last, you know, few weeks to get going, and still pretty excited to see where this is going to go. Like, I guarantee that the only thing that we're going to see here is that the games in the future that are generated by AI are only going to get better. They're going to learn how to, you know, start doing their own animations and creating their own 2D art and creating their own sprite sheets and all this stuff. And the process of creating a game is going to be more of like, you know, writing a book, or, you know, drawing out a landscape and having the AI take that, you know, drawing and use that as inspiration in order to, you know, draw out the assets, create storylines, design NPCs and things like that. So really excited about what's happening, where this tool is going to go over the next, you know, few months. And if you're interested, join up for the course, Essential Web3 Game Design, a blockchain agnostic approach. And this is a lot of the, you know, understandings and thoughts that I've had over the last, you know, basically 4 years of, you know, working professionally in Web3, and more specifically building tools in the Web3 gaming space. And hopefully that you will find it helpful. It's based off of a lot of the, you know, classical ways that game designers and developers have thought about the process of designing games, and then adding this new layer of, you know, ownability and a decentralized way of basing with economies and dealing with cheating. So a lot of cool ideas. Is going to spark hopefully a lot of discussion around the topic. And that's the video for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.